Hey folks, so I just got back from seeing Freakier Friday, Disney's sequel to the 2003 remake of Freaky Friday starring Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. A film which I did not know had a big enough following to warrant a sequel 22 years later, but apparently it does because we're here and it seems like a lot of people were looking forward to this one. I can understand why. The concept is a good one and the first movie was a lot of fun, and I think a lot of people are just so happy to see Lindsay Lohan back to one of her most memorable and nostalgic roles after all she went through back in the day. But was it worth it making the sequel? Was it any good? I'd say it was decent. You know, it's not one of the most amazing movies ever, but it's about what you'd expect from a Freaky Friday movie. The most important thing in any of these films is how good of a job the actors do at playing the body swap convincingly. I think they all did pretty well. Lohan and Jamie Lee, of course, were a lot of fun, but I was really impressed with the two younger actresses, Julia Butters and Lily Davies. They did just as good at playing the older characters as the older actresses did at playing the younger ones, if that makes sense. I just kind of wish they were given more to do. Most of their scenes just revolve around how happy they are to be young again and the hijinks they get up to, or how upset they are at the two younger ones for their actions. There really isn't any character development for them. They just kind of end up having to wait around for the other two to be the ones to change. I think a lot of that is the result of having a four-character body swap. I understand that mathematically you have to do that because if it was just Anna and her daughter, Jamie Lee Curtis wouldn't have anyone to swap with, and, well, that would just be a shame. By the end, it worked well enough for what it was, but because there were so many characters, none of them felt as fleshed out as they could have been, I guess. A lot of the plot, it's pretty much a retread of the first film. Anna's getting married, and neither her daughter nor her fiance's daughter are happy about the union. There are a couple of variations in certain scenes, and it's not exactly the same. There's one scene in particular where it looks like it's pretty much going to be a copy of one of the final scenes in the original, but it changes it up a bit. Like, it does something a little unique, and I thought it was kind of cool. Overall, I'd say the movie was, like I say, it was decent. The story isn't the most original, but there are some very funny moments, and I think those who have the most nostalgia for the original are going to be the ones who enjoy this the most. I'm gonna give it a rating of let's go 7 out of 10. Anyways, guys, see you next time. Good night, all.